Illustrator users on the Mac platform have the option of using the application frame and application bar if desired. Illustrator users on the Windows platform always have the application frame and application bar enabled. Regardless of which platform you're using, these two components help you to view documents and manage multiple documents in a quick and easy way. Let's take a look at how these components work. Now, I'm beginning this video with the pluralist_01.ai file already open on my computer, and you can find this in your Chapter 2 folder in your Exercise Files folder. Now, you'll notice on the Mac platform, when I open up a document, you can see that this document opens in a floating window. You can see that I can drag this around, I can move it around, but you can also see that I have a window behind my Illustrator interface. So you'll see that anything that you have open on your computer will also be visible behind the Illustrator interface, at least by default. Now, I'm just going to move this over here for now, because what I want to show you here is that if you go to the Window menu, we have two choices right here, which are Application Bar and Application Frame. Now, if I choose Application Bar, it's going to hide the Application Bar. You'll see that I lost that strip that goes way across the top of my interface. If I go to Window again and choose Application Bar, you'll see that this strip up here at the top is the application bar that gives me quick access to the Adobe Bridge application, the arrangement of multiple documents that I have open, my workspaces, as well as my help search. Now, you'll notice if I go to the Window menu and I now enable the application frame, you'll see that the open document is automatically docked in a tab interface inside of Illustrator. You'll also notice that I can no longer see any documents that are open behind the Illustrator interface. So this makes it easy and allows you to really focus on the documents that you're working on and what you have open. Now, when I have the application frame enabled, if I go to Window, you'll see that I can't even turn off the application bar. That is part of the interface when the application frame is enabled. And once again, Windows users are not going to have these options. You can enable or disable the application bar, but you always have the application frame visible. Now let me show you what happens if I open up another document. So I'll go to my Chapter 2 folder, and I'm going to go ahead and open the Pluralist 2 document. Now you'll see that when I have multiple documents open, they are displayed in individual tabs across the top of the interface. Now let me just show you, if I were to disable the application frame, these windows are just kind of stacked or tiled on top of one another. And it seems like in this view, you're constantly fighting for which one is going to get the display, the current display mode. Now, you'll see that you can dock these together. You'll notice if I drag one window up, I do get a blue bar, and I can, in turn, create the tabbed interface, but it's still within a floating window. So this might be helpful for certain projects or for certain users. But I'm going to go ahead and turn on my application frame again, and you'll see that these documents are now displayed in separate tabs. Just click on the tab to make the other document active. And if you want to close one of them, you can click on this X right here. So I'll click on that, and now that document is closed, but the other document remains open. Let me reopen that. And in addition, when you have multiple documents open, that's where this Arrange Document button can come into play. So if I click on that, you'll notice that depending on how many documents you have open, you're going to have more or less choices available to you. Now remember, I only have two documents open right now, so in this main section down here, I get the two up in a vertical orientation. So I'll go ahead and click that, and now you can see that I can see both documents at the same time. Or I could choose two up in a more horizontal orientation. So if I choose that, now they're stacked on top of one another. And this is nice because I can view several documents at the same time. Now, if I go back to this button, I can click on the first button up here to consolidate them all back into the Illustrator interface. And to get a document to view in the full screen again, I can use the keyboard shortcut Command-0 on Mac or Control-0 on Windows so I can see the entire document. As you can see, the application bar and application frame make it easy to view multiple documents at a time and view documents in an isolated interface, allowing you to focus on the task at hand.